How many keywords can you use on YouTube? We're going to be discussing what qualifies as a keyword. Is it 1 or 2 words? Can it be a whole sentence? Are there limits to how many keywords we can use? Is the keyword field the best place? How important are keywords today compared to the past? And how has keyword strategy changed over time? Let's dive right in. So let's start out talking about what qualifies as a keyword, and it really is anything. It can be a full sentence, it can be a single word. Now, if your main keyword is a single word, know that that's extremely competitive. What about 2 words? Yeah, that's extremely competitive. And something that's 8 words long, or 9 words long, or 10 words long, that's not competitive. Let me just show you something that will kind of paint a picture and help you know how you can rank for the really competitive ones by starting with the non-competitive ones. Let's go to YouTube right now and let's type in disciplined teenager. All right, Nicolene Peck is a channel that I produce. She's ranking at the top for a 2-word phrase, and this is a really competitive space. But look at her title. It's a question. How to discipline a teenager who doesn't care about consequences. If I counted that right, that is a 10-word question. So just keep that in mind, and by the end of this episode, you'll understand the strategy. So what about the next question? Are there limits on how many keywords you can use? All right, so we're looking at the analytics for that very video that I found on YouTube. Let's go into the details and let's scroll down to the keyword field. So I called it the keyword field. Right now it's called tags. It's had a lot of names over the years. It used to be called keywords. So we've got parenting, we've got happy family, we've got parenting skills, we've got big sentences like how to discipline a teenager who doesn't care about consequences. Now, is there a limit? Is this a lot or is this enough? You'll see down here there is a character count. So with all the tags that we've used up 424 characters. So it looks like we have room for more. We could add another 76 characters if we wanted. And look, if we scroll down, vidIQ is recommending, hey, well, you could add gentle parenting or teach self-government in the classroom, or how to teach children to listen and follow directions. By the way, don't pay attention to the recommendations because none of these are good. TubeBuddy does the same thing. I could scroll down here. It just lists off a whole bunch of keyword tags, and I can click on any of these. I'm not going to do it because this video is live. But parenting hacks for toddlers. Like, think about that. TubeBuddy is recommending that as a tag, but this video isn't about toddlers. This is about a teenager. So again, I would not pay attention to TubeBuddy's recommendations here. There is one piece of news that I actually want to inform you about this whole field. YouTube doesn't use it anymore. If we rewind back like 18, 19 years ago, this was the primary way that YouTube would know what your video is about. So you could have a video about discipline for a teenager, but in the keyword tag, you could put something like Michael Jackson, and guess what? If people search for Michael Jackson, your video would appear at the top. So people really abuse that. They would put in all the different phrases and celebrities and whatever that they wanted so they can get the most amount of views. So over time, YouTube improved this and made it better and better and better so you couldn't spam it. But today, it doesn't even use this at all. So you could leave this blank and you could still get your videos ranking at the top of YouTube's search. Now, keywords are still critical, but they're different. They're used in a different way. So we do keyword research specifically for the title. So we found this 10-word question that we know has consistent search volume. Search engines have gotten so good that people are typing in more and more words. So they're very commonly typing in 10-word questions or 8-word questions. So if you can do research, find what those questions are, make that the title of your video. That is the best place to put a really specific keyword. I wanted to show you something specific. I switched over to this channel, actually, the Nate the Producer channel, just to show you this. Let me show you subtitles. Okay, so you can look at subtitles for specific videos. If I click on this one, look at this, English automatic captions. Now I've gone in and created my own version, but I'll show you how I did that. So if I were to click on this right now, it would say this will overwrite your existing English caption. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you what I published. Okay, and this is all the transcript. YouTube did this automatically. The only thing that was missing is capitalization and punctuation, like that period or like that question mark. So it wasn't even written in sentences. It's just a whole bunch of words strung together. So I clicked here to edit. I copied and pasted that into ChatGPT and I gave it some instructions saying keep the wording identical, but add punctuation and add capitalization. And then I just reviewed what it gave me. It looked good, so I copied and pasted it, and that's what I published up here. So the reason that I'm talking about subtitles or captions, this is one of the major ways that YouTube knows what your video is about and finds all the keywords. So if you do keyword research in the beginning, you find a really specific question, and that becomes the title. The title field still is really key, and YouTube pays attention to the words or keywords in your title. And especially if you have a 10-word keyword, so that 10 words is one keyword phrase, that becomes your title. Then in your video, you're going to say, hey, in this video I'm talking about blank, and you state that title. You're using that 10-word keyword in what you're saying, so it's in the content of the video. So now it's in the transcript, now it's in the subtitles. And then as you talk about that topic and you answer that question, you're naturally going to say all the right words and keywords that relate to that topic. So you don't even have to think about it because you've done the hard part first. So is the keyword field the best place? No, the title is the best place now. What about the description? You could actually leave the description blank and you can still get videos ranking at the top of YouTube. If you find the right questions, put that in your title, and then make a video with valuable content that answers that question, because your transcript or your subtitles will have all of those keywords. So how has keyword strategy changed over time? It's actually gotten better. AI has made search engines even smarter, and us as users, when we do a search on Google or YouTube, we're getting better at using these tools. We have more confidence that the tool will give us better results if we provide more input. So the more words we type in, the better results we're going to get. So I discovered this strategy over a decade ago. It's worked the entire time. But back then, guess how many questions there were with 10-word questions? Not very many. It was very rare to find it. Guess how many you find today when you do keyword research and you're looking for questions. You can find tons of questions that are 8 words, 9 words, 10 words long. So that gives us a couple advantages today. One, we have a lot more topics to talk about that are going to get ranked at the top of YouTube. And two, because the questions are longer, the people typing in the questions are giving us a lot more information. We know more specifics about their demographics or their challenge or their situation. We know if they're a beginner or if they're advanced on this subject. So it allows us to really hone in more on the exact audience that we want finding our videos. If you're really wanting to master YouTube search and get all of your videos ranking at the very top, like having hundreds of videos there, I've created another video. It's longer. Okay, this is a full course. So I created this full course and I filmed the whole thing and I put it right here on YouTube, so that you can become a master and have all of your videos rank at the top. So go watch that video. Take that course right now.